Alright, well, YouTube back here. The cemetery that I thought it, passing by this for many, many years and looking at it. I used to even go to school in this Fort Devens when I was a kid. I never once stepped foot in a cemetery, and only to find out that this was not resting grounds for soldiers, but yet soldiers, infant babies, and mothers. And I just wanted to share this video because, as you can see, February 16th, 1953, January 31st, 1953, daughter of, son of, wife of, and it goes on and on and on. And like I said on my last video, someone had told me that they were in the Navy back in these times. And over here you got the 60s. I don't know how far back they go. I'm not gonna look at every stone, but for whatever reason, and they said that they moved a lot of these stones. Oh, here's one from 2000. March 28, 2000, wife. I don't know. This these are bizarre to me and strange. I'm sure everybody in the military will know what this is, but for all these babies and mothers to be, and some of these, I'll tell you right now, a lot of these babies and infants was all and around in the same area, same time. You know, not even a day old, week old, up to a month old. So I mean, whatever was going on back there that have all these little ones in their lives lost, it's got me very, very interested. Now, I'm not trying to get in here and start a controversy, but it just seems, odd and bizarre, and I'm just curious of why all these little people, little souls were dead at such a young age. Now, on the sign over here that says that there were islands off the bay of Boston, military forts. And a lot of these graves, I guess, were moved from there to here. And I'm sure that's from the 30s. And then this was established in 1939. This cemetery was. And for the bodies of these little souls and the people and wives of the soldiers, it got me thinking to say, was they living on these islands at these times? Because it was supposed to be said that they moved everything because it was starting to get rough to get over there to visit the graves of relatives and so forth. But I just don't get, and it just leaves me curious of why they lost their lives. And this person from the Navy told me that there were a lot of things going on back in the day, and go figure. Not only were mental patients, now I'm not trying to say this happened to these kids, but it's a curiosity that just crosses my mind. And what if these kids were getting fed radiation? I mean, there's a lot of thoughts and theories that can come out on this, and I'm not trying to start a war of words. I'm not trying to start a war or nothing. But there's a lot of lost little souls in here that died very, very young. And there was stuff going on back in the day that would make me believe to think that this stuff was going on there too. I don't know. Mental patients were in Waltham, Mass. Fernald Mental Institution, Asylum. Their kids were getting fed radiation. About one of Metropolitan State Institution, State Hospital, Asylum was getting that too. All in all, I came here to do a tribute to the troops, thinking these were all lost soldiers, and I don't believe there's not one lost soldier in here, a wife or a child of a soldier. And I mean, just in me coming in here in the beginning of the month and stuff on Veterans Day and noticing that I happened to come in here right on the month of November where some of these kids were lost over in this area. It's like, was that drawn here? I don't know. But all I do know is like, wow, this is insane. If you ever happen to make it to Fort Devens and past this cemetery, I advise you all to come in here and take a moment of silence and, give little regards and respects to these little lost souls, because they didn't even get to enjoy an ounce of life. Even though they were on this fucking month, I don't even think, I didn't look through all these. But I'm going to go and say that I don't think anybody of these kids friggin' made it to a year of life. Just a little curiosity. Something I like to share sometimes, because when stuff like this occurs, man, it's like, what the... Yeah, WFT. Or WTF. Moment. What really happened back then? I don't know. Maybe I'm just snooping around a little too much than I should be, but I just need, you know what? I've looked up stuff on the internet. This ain't even coming up. So, I mean, I don't know. I just thought I'd share it. But it is crazy. Let's take a moment of silence. Give these little ones the proper time of need. And until that next video, there'll be more coming up soon. And today I'm on my new phone. I had to swap over. Let's see what this starts screwing up like the other one. And like I said, my wife couldn't stand this phone, so I had to take it over and get her a new one. She definitely is not the one that likes technology, so me, on the other hand, I'm about this all day. Until that next video, be safe, take care, and I don't know what to say after that. Damn. Watch out for stuff like this. Who knows what was going down back then? Yeah. Out.